It's your host, Holly, and it's time for a little teaser talk. What is going on, everyone? Day 2 of Welcome to Rockville. And it's already so here. Let me give you one of these, and you can fan yourself. There you go.
It's wonderful. It's nice. It's nice, though. It's lovely.
Here's a Mick 2 fan for you.
Yes.
I'm super excited to catch up with you because the last time we spoke, it was at Louder Than Life.
Yes.
And you were super excited about the tour that you were about to go on.
Mm-hmm.
Where was it? It wasn't Japan. It was
Europe. It was
Europe
with Lacuna Coil.
Yes. And you were like super excited about all the scenic stuff that you were going to experience.
Yeah.
Obviously the music and playing for fans, but also all the stops you were going to make and things you were going to see. So how was that?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Sweden is from another world.
I bet.
Switzerland and Finland.
Mm-hmm.
Oslo was interesting. As well as Poland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit a lot of the Eastern Bloc. I'd never
Nice.
been that far east in Europe.
Yeah.
So the Czech Republic.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Jan, my boy Jan. Just a lot of culture and a lot of it seemed very civil.
Nice.
Yeah, it was.
That's refreshing.
Yeah.
To some of the chaos that we have going on.
Yeah. Traffic zippered. People said, "Excuse me."
Whoa. It is another world.
It was very nice. I
awesome.
do enjoy touring the UK and Europe.
Yeah.
And the Lacuna Coil I can't say enough good things about those people. They're the sweetest, kindest, most generous, amazing
That's awesome.
people that we've toured.
I know. I was, and I told you this. I was like, I'm gonna stay glued to like your Instagram stories, and it was beautiful. All the places you went, I was like, oh man, this is amazing. So I'm glad that went well.
Yeah, cathedrals and beautiful rivers and parks. It was nice.
Nice. Well, now we're here in Daytona.
Yes.
You guys are playing a little bit later today. What can fans expect from Nonpoint and your guys' performance?
They're gonna hear a new song.
Oh,
yes. We've been playing it on this recent tour. A lot of people have gotten a chance to hear the new music before it even drops.
Nice.
And that's been very exciting.
Yeah.
It's been getting a great reaction. So tonight, this afternoon at 3, they'll be hearing our new song, Is It, live.
Yes, and I have questions about Is It.
Yes.
So let's talk about it because that feels like a very intense emotionally song.
Yes.
Emotionally song. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. What was your mindset when you were writing that?
Is it deals with guilt.
Yeah.
And the battle of guilt and regret when you're making a decision that there is really no right and wrong. It's whether or not it's going to help this person or hurt this person. And there's no other choice, that it's definitely going to hurt this person and it's definitely going to help this person, but you have to be the one to make the choice. And there's so many factors to why we make the choices that we make. The lines of right and wrong start to get blurred. And, I think the song kind of starts to address that.
Nice. Very cool. And was there a particular, not that you have to share details, but was there a specific moment from a past experience that inspired that? Or was it just kind of like, because I feel like a lot of people, almost everyone, if not everyone, has gone through that kind of position where it's like, oh, you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, I think it was the general, setup of it was honestly us about to step back into the business of the release and the business of promo with the new music. And it ramps up and you start to make choices, and sometimes you hope those choices are going to be in your best interest, and you start realizing that sometimes your best interest isn't in the best interest of everyone else. And then that struggle back and forth with those moments is really what kind of inspired it. So really getting back into the business of the business really started to make the wheels turn on me fighting in between what's right and what's wrong for our next steps.
Yeah, oof. It's always a tough one for sure. And you guys released that music video as a lyric video. Was there a reason why you wanted fans to experience that song visually first before the full DSP release?
Well, it wasn't up. It really was last minute. The song kind of started to get leaked with videos online of us playing it live.
Yeah.
And people are like, "Where can we hear the song? Where can we hear the song?" So we just
let's hear it correctly, not
we decided just to shift gears and just throw it up online. We had the lyric video kind of ready.
Nice.
So we decided to put that up
Very
before.
cool.
We wanted this song to kind of do its thing before we jumped in and got the video done. We didn't know it was going to get so widely accepted.
Yeah.
So we weren't even sure if we were going to do a full-blown video for it. So, but yeah, now
the fans said we want it.
Now we're definitely going to be doing a full-blown video for this song for sure.
That's on it. So you guys you're actually on tour now.
Yeah.
How's that going? You're about mid-tour of it or toward?
Yeah, we have 7 more dates and it's going great.
Nice.
Out of Control tour. It's got our boys in Soil.
Yep.
And our friends in Sumo Psycho. Sky, the vocalist for Sumo Psycho, is actually featured on one of the songs on the new record, our song Red Yeti. We're performing it live. Again, the fans are getting to hear this music before. If you want to hear the new music before anybody else, you got to come to the show because we're playing the new music.
Love it.
At the show. But she comes up on stage, kills it for that song. Does another one of our songs that day. We've taken those cats on tour with us before, and Sky did that day with us in the past, and we asked her if she wanted to do the new song with us too.
That's awesome.
And she was down. So
that's very cool. And you guys have been road dogs for decades now. What is it about this tour that stands out most with this? It sounds like it's fantastic. So any moments that stand out for you?
Yeah, this tour, I think it's the importance behind this tour, I think is the biggest vibe right now. This is the first time in 3 years that we've dropped a full length record.
Wow.
Almost 4 years.
Yeah.
So, the anticipation of that, it was a bit nerve wracking, setting up for this. We weren't exactly sure when we hit song number 15, what we were doing, artistically with the new music. And it took till song number 27 for us to go, okay, this is what we want to do. And waiting for almost 4 years to drop something, we just didn't want to put out anything.
Yeah, 100%.
So we really worked hard on this record. I think people will notice that.
That's very cool. Well, I know it's getting a little warm, and I know you've got tight schedules today.
It's okay.
But one last question. This is teaser talk, so we like to leave fans with a little teaser of what can they expect, look forward to from Nonpoint.
A lot of overseas.
Love it.
A lot of overseas. I would say if that's the thing that people have been wanting from the band that they can't always expect, I have to say that you will see us probably more overseas than you will in the States. So if you're in the States and we're booking a show and you want to see us, you got to come
that is a nice
to what you hear now, because South America's in the works, Australia's in the works, UK, Europe is again. All of these things are already getting booked and already getting confirmed. So we're gonna have to divide our time way more in the opposite direction, because the demand for us overseas is starting to outweigh the demand here in the States, and we're having to divide our time between festivals and just the 1 or 2 headlining runs that we can do. So if you see us in the States,
you better see them.
You better see us in the States, because there are going to be a lot of stamps on the passport for sure.
Very cool. And I know I said that was the last question, but I just got something in my head that I remembered. You guys are here from Florida, right?
Yeah, from Fort Lauderdale.
So, there's bands playing from all over the world that are playing on stages that are out this weekend. I asked this question yesterday to a band who's also from Florida, is what's the most Florida thing about you and the band that you like? For instance, they said they play barefoot on stage. Is there like a Florida thing that you feel like, man, this is definitely a Florida thing showing up on stage with me?
That I don't get incredibly hot and sweaty.
That's why I'm over here like dying. I'm like, man, he looks cool as a fan over here.
I am the definition of a Florida boy. I am tropical as hell. I'm Puerto Rican, Dominican. I grew up in South Florida.
I love it.
The humidity and the heat is a welcomed thing for me. I do not mind at all.
Love that
Bring
for
it.
you.
Bring it on.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me. I know I appreciate it. The fans appreciate it. And we look forward to all the new music and overseas stops you guys are making.
It's going to be fun. I can't wait.
Appreciate you.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Teaser Talk. Head over to teasertalk.com to subscribe so you don't miss out on another episode. Until next week, keep rocking.